All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be a hot take. It's gonna be a hot take today on the video title. As you probably saw, I put Tesla is not a luxury car, and that's really just my PSA, so to speak. Let me check the okay, audio is good, perfect. So I'm just making a PSA out there, because I just want to set the correct expectations out there for Tesla, new Tesla owners, people that just bought a Tesla, and I try and tell everybody this the same thing. Let's set the record straight first. I am a Tesla fan. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. But I have to call it like it is sometimes. Luxury Tesla is luxury car pricing, but I'm not sure that it's a luxury car. So I'm going to talk about it. It's going to be a hot take. Hopefully I don't lose some of you fans out there, people that are, subscribed to the channel. Hopefully I don't lose you. But we got to be transparent, just like how Tesla is with their vehicles. And I want to set the expectations correctly. That's for sure. So, well, let's get into that. Before we get into that, let's just roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another video. Thanks for watching another stream. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We make 3 to 4 videos a day now regarding Tesla content, so definitely hit that subscribe if you are interested. So let's just get into it. This is this video is actually inspired by ChargeGo on Twitter, so shout out to ChargeGo group. Quote, "Are Teslas really luxury vehicles though? When I think of luxury, build quality is pretty important." And this is because Tesla has overcome, for the first time ever, BMW as the top luxury car brand in the US for 2022. So we'll dive into that probably into another video. But that's the question, right? Like, is Tesla a luxury car? And I don't think so, right? So I tell people that, Teslas are very expensive cars for what they are, especially if you look at the current price of the Model 3 long range, it's $58,000. The current Model Y is $66,000. There's a ton of options in that space that really could be luxury. Now, I'm sort of the same thing. When I think luxury quality, luxury build, and the suspension, even when you're driving around the city or on the highway. But the one thing Tesla is, for sure, Tesla is a technology car. You're paying high prices for the technology of the battery technology, but more importantly, the driver technology, the Autopilot system, like going on the highway, throwing into Autopilot and just sitting back and relaxing while you're driving on the highway it's something it's worth paying for. I tell people that if you drive on the highway a lot, you can easily get 50% of your time back, if not more, because you can just relax and think about whatever you want instead of driving. But the main thing on top of that is what, you're paying for luxury, or you're paying for technology, is the intuitiveness of the technology within the car system itself. So like just having this iPad in the middle of the screen and all the different things and all the software updates, because Tesla's always thinking ahead of what's the next thing, how do we make this better? And one really good example that I bring up almost every single time is like when you're in a normal car, right? You're on your phone. If you're driving with Bluetooth, or when you're in your driveway and you're on a phone call, there's Bluetooth technology, right? And when you walk near your car or even turn on the car might even take over before you even start the car. But Tesla, it will allow it so that the car actually doesn't take over until you actually sit into the seat itself. So they made that update, I think, pretty recently. And that's just something like they think of things, they think what makes even more sense, and then they just roll out an update on top of that. So that's what I tell people. And another thing I say is that, the suspension for Teslas just aren't there yet, especially on the Model Y and the Model 3. I personally think they're stiff, but maybe it's because they're more performance oriented, or they want, a crisper, solid, turning radius or turn handling or whatever. But it's definitely a little bit rough. Like I've had the Model 3 and the Model Y, and on the highway, it just didn't jive with my body for whatever reason. But moving to the Model S, that's a completely different story with the air suspension. That really changes the game and also my perspective with Teslas in general. So, of course, it's easier said than done to be able to purchase a Model S. Like I barely afforded my Model S, to be quite honest. Model 3 and the Model Y is certainly more, easily more obtainable, but at the same time, it's also not. And so that got me thinking, right? Because the Model Y right now is $66,000. It's again, luxury car pricing, but I'm not sure if it's a luxury car in itself. So it got me thinking, like, what other vehicles are like in that price range as well? So I found out this article from TrueCar, and right here, like a 2023 Toyota Sequoia, which is brand new, which is probably, arguably more vehicle for your dollar for dollar, like MSRP $59,000, like that. Like, I'm not sure, like if I had both of these in front of me and I had to buy, what the whoops. If I had both of these in front of me, okay, something went wrong here. If I had both of these in front of me and I had to buy one of them, I'm not sure that I could, I would comfortably buy the Model Y instead of a badass Toyota Sequoia. I mean, I think that looks amazing, but I mean, that's just my opinion, right? Infiniti QX60, yeah, nah, I'm not a fan. Jeep Wagoneer, those are cool and spacious and huge, but, also not a fan as well. Cadillac, I don't think I could do a Cadillac, so Tesla is still winning. Tesla, I would choose a Tesla almost over almost all of these on this list. Jeep Grand Cherokee, yeah, not a fan. I mean, those are nice too. There we go. The Tesla Model Y coming in at $67,000. Acura MDX, I mean, $15,000 less for an Acura MDX versus if I was like really trying to, penny pinch, then maybe, because actually this is probably at the end of the day the same thing, because, if you're driving a good amount of miles and spending $2,000 to $3,000 in gas anyway, you're going to be about equal in 3 to 5 years at the end of the day. So, Suburban, no. Range Rover Defender, I didn't know that was actually in that same price range. Okay, so, I mean, that might be a good contender. GLE, not bad. I actually drove one of these before. It was okay. It didn't really wow me. It was kind of just like another SUV. So, not a fan. Kia EV6, I like the cousin of this a lot better in the Ioniq 5, because the Ioniq 5 has 3 years or 2 to 3 years of free charging with, and not as good charging network, Electrify America, but still 3 years of supercharging. BMW X5, I've had a lot of BMWs in the past, and so I actually, maybe would choose this over a Model Y. Really depends, right? I mean, Autopilot at the end of the day is really my saving, what really changes the game for me when I think about buying a car, because it's once you trust the Tesla Autopilot system and you understand why it's doing certain things on the highway, then it makes it a much different car at the end of the day. Q5, not a big fan. Genesis, nah, I'm okay on that as well. Land Rover Discovery, maybe. Lincoln Nautis Navigator, no. Definitely not a Nissan Armada. Volvo C Recharge, okay. So, what's interesting with this is that there's a lot of vehicles that are not necessarily in the luxury segment, but also in that 60 to 70K price range. So I'm wondering, like, is the definition of luxury or the definition of pricing is just a little bit different these days? But, definitely some interesting. But I just want to make this quick video. I still really like Teslas. I'm shopping and just trying to get another one at this moment to maybe complete sexy, Model S, 3, Y, and then X. So, at the end of the day, I just want to make this PSA just to set the expectation out there. I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily know what they're getting into. They're paying, this high price for a Tesla vehicle, and they expect a certain thing, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that, expectations are set, and Teslas is not an electric vehicle. All right, let's jump to some questions. Greg D, they have a rear-wheel drive silver with white seats. Kind of want to grab it and take the tax in, select the Model 3. Yeah, I mean, if you need a car and it's the right deal for you, and you got financing squared away and all that stuff, and you don't want to be patient, don't want to wait for that, what might happen in the next couple of weeks, then yeah, Might as well, might as well. Chewy to you, you're right. Tesla is not an electric car. It's a go-kart on steroids. Yeah, exactly. A technology go-kart on steroids that gets you A to B really, really fast. Alan Wong, I think the BMW X545 plug-in is worth it at MSRP 65,990, and you might get the $7,500 tax credit. Yeah, I mean, then you have to kind of play the options or do the calculations of gas versus electricity to see how much are you actually going to spend more over the lifetime of the vehicle. But thanks for watching this quick PSA video on how, I think Tesla vehicles, as good as they are and as many as I've had, but just want to set that expectation. Like, it's luxury car pricing, but it's not a luxury car. It's a technology car at the end of the day. But thanks for watching this video. Please check out the links below if you want to support the channel, including a Patreon link and a link from Tenet. Check out Tenet, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes, actually. I think I'm going to stream. What am I going to stream about? I'm going to stream about how inventory has really exploded. All right, guys, see ya.